Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. Sometimes the most painful part of getting sick is the getting better part. Waiting on hold for an appointment, sitting in crowded waiting rooms, standing in line at the pharmacy, that's painful. Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy remove those painful parts of getting better with things like 24/7 virtual visits and prescriptions delivered to your door. Thanks to Amazon Pharmacy and Amazon One Medical, healthcare just got less painful.
Hello and welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra.
Hello everyone, welcome to the world's best sequel-based podcast.
One of.
We're up there. We all know who we think's better than us, but we just, we're friends with them and we're fine with that now. We're best friends with them. We're like Busted and McFly. There's no competition. We're all one big band.
Hey, look, you could all listen to lots of different podcasts. It's all good.
That's the beauty of podcasts. Some people say there's too many.
Some people might be right. I think there possibly are too many. However, I think what we need less of is the bullshit celebrity podcasts where it's just celebrities trying to be more celebrity-like, and a few more independent podcasts of people you don't hear from a lot.
Well-crafted podcasts, I want. That'd be nice. What a way to start a podcast episode, though. Bit weird, isn't it? Bit weird. Okay, let's try and kick this off. We are still 2024 in sequels.
Ish.
We're doing it. Yes. Well,
in some parts of the world.
Most parts of the world. Actually, I think it's only England it came out in.
Yeah, I think it's only United Kingdom it came out in 2024.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah, the rest of the world, I think, 25?
Yes, January the 3rd on Netflix. We are talking about Wallace and Gromit's Vengeance Most Fowl. This is the last sequel we're doing for 2024. And then next week we are doing our big, extravaganza thing, the word I can't say apparently, of our favourite and worst sequels of 2024, and then the sequels and so what of 2025. And then me and Rich will try and guess which one's going to be a success and not. And that, could go wrong, could go right, which is... I don't think we've been right so far.
No, I was going to say mostly probably wrong. Because, I don't know, you were right about Deadpool and Wolverine, I think.
I was listening to the last big yearly episode, and I did say I think it was going to make over 1 million.
Over 1 million? I should hope so.
Billion. Over 1 billion. Christ. So, yes, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl. Rich, can you give us a synopsis?
Synopsis of Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl. So... Wallace and Gromit are living their best life, doing inventions and eating cheese, and Wallace is being a pain and Gromit's sorting him out just like usual. And Wallace invents a gnome, a smart gnome, to help Gromit in the garden, and that gets popular and everyone wants a smart gnome to help them with their chores. Whilst this is all happening, Feathers McGraw, the evil penguin / pretend chicken, breaks out of prison. He doesn't break out of prison first. He manages to hack into the smart gnome and then gets the smart gnomes to break him out of prison so that he can exact his revenge and re-steal the blue diamond.
Yes. This is a sequel to Wallace and Gromit's The Wrong Trousers from 1993.
1993? Is it that long ago?
That long ago,
wow.
Yeah. So, been waiting 31 years.
I mean, we've had Wallace and Gromit movies in between though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've had the proper movie, and then we've had
all the shorts.
We've had all the shorts. Well, they're not really short. They're half an hour ones. It's because the Curse of the Were-Rabbits they did with DreamWorks, and Nick Park didn't really enjoy that process of the studio and the Americans trying to make it more American, where Wallace and Gromit is very, very British.
It is, yeah.
Especially the humour. Apparently there was a big, not big maybe, but the Netflix execs this time around were worried about the Peter K's, like Bloody Nora and stuff like that. But it's all kept in there very nicely. So they went back after the Curse of the Were-Rabbit to the 30-minute ones or whatnot. So you got, what is it? Matter of Loaf and Death.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. And it's been, I love Wallace and Gromit. They're one of my favourite things ever. I absolutely adore them. And I always wondered why we never really got another full-length feature film. And then I found out recently that it's because they didn't enjoy the whole process of working with the studio. But recently, Netflix have come on board and I think gave them a bit more free rein to do what they wanted to do and keep it more Wallace and Gromity. So that was fun. And yeah, Wrong Trousers is Sam Clement from 90 Minutes or Less podcast picked it as his best ever sequel. And he's, it's definitely in the running to be up there. Yeah. So thought very highly by myself. Rich, do you like the Wallace and Gromits?
Yeah, I like them. I'm not as in love with them as you, but they are staple Christmas viewing is what I would say.
Yes, it was delightful to watch it on Christmas Day. I'm about to say last year. It was a big deal, and I think a lot of other people watched it as well. And
yeah, we all watched it.
It's a family thing, and it's been a long time coming. And sadly, the original voice of Wallace has died, Peter Sallis, in 2017 or something, quite a while.
Yeah, quite a while ago now.
So a guy who honestly sounds just like him, Ben Whitehead, who's been doing bits and bobs for years and years for Aardman, steps in full time. Honestly, that man sounds just like Wallace. It's identical, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he does a very good impression.
It's astounding. So, I'm worried about where this is going now. You said you're not as big a fan as Wallace and Gromit as me.
No, I still love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, I just know how much you love it. That's the thing.
Well, I recently, last year, went to the Cartoon Museum in London and celebrated the 30th anniversary of Wallace and Gromit. They had like an expo there and cool things and artwork and hidden bits and the history of the Wrong Trousers. And I was like, this is great. I love this. And then soon after that, I found out there was going to be I found out first there was going to be another Wallace and Gromit film and everyone got excited. And then I don't remember, they dropped that teaser trailer with Feathers McGraw in it. And everyone, when I say everyone, the Wallace and Gromit fans lost their shit. And you're like, oh my God, we're going to get a sequel to The Wrong Trousers. I wonder how much The Wrong Trousers he feels and storylines blend into this one. A lot.
Yeah.
Was to my surprise and, happiness. So Rich, did you enjoy it? What were your thoughts? How much did you love it?
Didn't give me a chance not to, really. I did enjoy it. It's very good. I had to watch it again because on Christmas Day I fell asleep because I was so full of turkey, and that's just what happens to dads on Christmas Day.
That does happen.
Just fall asleep in the afternoon. So Christmas Day I do all the cooking and stuff. So I was up like mega early with George wanting to open his presents, and then straight into like doing all the stuff. So by Christmas Day afternoon I'm like, so as soon as I sit down to watch telly, then I'm zonked. But that's not to say it's not great. I was just really tired. So I've watched it again. It is great. It is great. It's an hour and 22 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And it zips by. I didn't realize it was feature length until it finished.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hang on. that's, it's zipped by. I think Peter Kay, I love in it. I think Reece Shearsmith as Norbot's really good. I love the little jokes, like the reporter called On Your Doorstep,
yes,
and the news anchor called Anton Deck.
Anton Deck.
I love that. I love it. Little pop up from Lenny Henry in a couple of places as well.
Yes,
it's always nice.
Playing a character called Mr. Convenience.
Yes, Mr. Convenience, yeah.
Which is a good name. I love the little touches, the little jokes, just like Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf is the author of...
Yes, and there was... there was a Lou Reed one that I can't remember what it was, but I remember seeing that and thinking that's funny.
There's a lot of little, and I think they're the bits that really make Wallace and Gromit stand out, and the British humour. But remarkable animation, because it's all claymation. Is that what they call it?
Claymation, yeah.
And obviously, it's come a lot better from the early days of like The Grand Day Out and even The Wrong Trousers and Close Shave. I think Close Shave might be my favourite, just because I think it was the first one I watched.
Okay.
And then I went back, because Close Shave's like 96, 95. So it was maybe the first one I remember watching on Christmas, and then going back and watching the other two and thinking, oh my God, this is great. And obviously the animation's got better, because in the Grand Day Out, you can literally see, well, the first Grand Day Out is like a student film.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Close Shave's the Shaun the Sheep one, right? With
Shaun the Sheep one.
Mr. Tumble was Shaun the Sheep.
Is he?
Yeah.
I did not know that. There's a fact for you. Yeah, Mr. Shaun the Sheep, and then obviously there's the other Shaun the Sheep movies, which are really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched them, Farmageddon and just Shaun the Sheep movies.
Yeah, George was a bit obsessed with Shaun the Sheep for a while, and Timmy, who's like the CBeebies version of Shaun the Sheep.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know that. I've never watched any of the little series, but it's because I don't have kids.
Yeah.
But maybe I should one day to be a completist.
What, have kids?
No.
I wouldn't have kids just to be a completist, buddy.
No, I just watch it by myself. I'm not going for that nightmare. I mean, it's not a nightmare if you love children and stuff, I'm sure. I'm sure they're great. Kids are great, but also
no, not for you.
Not for me. A lot of hard work. I'm too selfish for that. Anyway, back to Wallace and Gromit. I thought it was great. Does it compare to the Wrong Trousers for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's
okay.
I think it's up there. I really liked it. I really, it's I don't know what to say. Yeah, I think it's probably as good as The Wrong Trousers.
Was the storyline what you expected to get Feathers McGraw back into it? Was that?
I think that was quite clever to get him back into it, kind of thing. Having like the jailbreak stuff and that kind of thing. And there's a bit where he's like doing pull-ups on a pipe. I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I loved all the little film references. I loved the Bond film reference when he turns around and he's stroking a baby seal because he's in the zoo, guys.
Yeah.
Was there an Aliens reference in there for you, or was I looking too much into it? When Gromit's looking on the radar and he thinks they're going to come at him and he should see them, and they're getting closer, and then they're suddenly like in the. Yeah. I think I'm looking too much into.
I didn't think of that at the time, but now you mention
I thought Aliens they're in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be
like
right there.
It's amazing what they can do with Feathers McGraw and the Norberts when they turn. We should say
it's
spoilers.
amazing how much they can do with characters that don't speak.
Speak and eyes, just black eyes. Like, he's a proper bad guy, and you kind of get how evil and nasty he is, but just from his like blank stares. And I still like the jokes that you can put like the glove on him or a nun's outfit, and it confuses people.
Yeah, or like the toucan beak.
Oh yeah, funny. That's nice at the end, because at the end, oh no, spoilers. It does kind of set up. It does leave it open for another one if they want to go to it, because they're at the end of The Wrong Trousers. There's the big chase on the train set, and you know that. And in this one, there is they have a canal boat chase.
Oh, there's a thing on the canal boat that I love.
What is it?
So the canal boat, not the policeman's canal boat, which is called Dunnickin. But the other canal boat is called Accrington Queen instead of African Queen. Love it.
Oh,
love it.
I didn't get that until you said it. That's good. My parents have a canal boat. And
they do,
the canal boat community were delighted with the end of that film. Also, because is it the aqueduct, the bridge thing?
Yeah, the aqueduct.
That apparently is exactly how it is in real life. Like, there's a big fence on one side and not so a fence on the other side. My dad's like, well, that's correct. So that's good. That tick. So the canal boat community are delighted, and that makes me very excited. So, there's some other little jokes in there, and honestly, the Norbert character when he's recharging might be my favourite joke in the whole.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah,
just feels like he's having a good time. don't want to orgasm him, pretty much. Nearly 1%.
George liked that bit.
It's a good joke.
He was chuckling at the nearly 1%.
Well, adults and kids are both having a good time. I think it was great, and I'm really happy I didn't sit there and was disappointed in it. I was delighted I was watching another Wallace and Gromit. I'm delighted that they seem to be willing to make them more. I think they take a while to make.
I should imagine so.
Which is the only downside to these characters, because I'd like to watch them all the time.
Yeah.
To be honest, and it was a lovely, like I said, a lovely way to finish Christmas. I also watched it again the other day just to try and spot some more jokes and it plays very well a second time. The joke still hits. Feather McGraw's is still evil. A lot of people are still annoyed by Wallace and his treatment of Gromit.
Yeah.
And they're like, just fucking love your dog, you dick, kind of thing.
He does love his dog.
I think, well, he pats him nicely at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the gizmos and the gadgets. How lazy he is that he needs a gadget to
you would love that, right?
Feed him toast. The get out of bed one, maybe? I can eat my own toast.
Oh, yeah, but someone to spread your Marmite on it for you. Like, you know.
I don't know Marmite or jam or anything like that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. We can't talk about box office on this one because it's a Netflix thing.
It doesn't really have any box office. I think it's been at a few film festivals, but that's about it, really.
It's won a lot of festivals. It got about 16 million watches on iPlayer alone between
it's
Christmas
a shame. Are they going to do a limited cinema release? So it's Oscar nominatable.
Is that the rule?
I think it has to have a cinema release to be up for Oscars, because it should be for best animation, surely.
Hang on, let's have a quick. This is good radio, and I'm going to cut this all out. This is why I should just use AI for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance My Fowl is expected to be a contender for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature. It was longlisted for a BAFTA Awards for Outstanding British Film, Children and Family Film, and Animated Film. So yes, is your answer to that. That's what cool. the AI overview on Google is telling me, if I have to trust that.
Okay. So it says to qualify, a movie must have a qualifying theatrical run in a commercial theatre for at least 7 consecutive days. The qualifying run must take place during the calendar year in one of the 6 qualifying US metro areas.
In the US?
Apparently so.
I'm sure Netflix have done that somewhere.
It only has to do 7 days. So, and I noticed actually on IMDb that it's made like 190,000 box office, so it must have had a run somewhere.
I'm glad. Do you think it could win it? Who else is it against?
I don't know what
like
animation
Inside
we've
Out
had
2,
this year. Yeah, I guess so. Some
Kung Fu
Pixar
Panda
stuff. Normally, it's a bit better than that.
Golden Globe went to something called Flow.
Oh right, okay, that's the cat thing, isn't it?
That's the cat thing.
Yeah, I don't think we watched that. Wild Robot, maybe.
Oh, that's an interesting discussion.
Because that's good, isn't it?
That's very good. I love Wild Robot, but we'll talk about that more maybe next week. Shall we do the Rotten Tomato game? Thank you, sequelizers.
Yes, let's do it. Are we doing IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, or just Rotten Tomatoes?
It's just Rotten Tomatoes in this episode. Okay. But we will do the wrong trousers.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
The original and the sequel.
Okay.
Always works.
All right.
Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers only has 28 reviews.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it's from a long time ago, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's got to be high, surely. It's got to be in the 90s. I'm going to go with 93.
It's currently at 100%.
Brilliant. Perfect.
Audience score?
Let's go with 100%. Let's do a double top for both.
92%.
Oh, come on. I got them the wrong way round.
I just remembered one of my other favourite jokes is when Feather McGraw is going in trying to crack Wallace's password, which I guessed before he did.
Yeah.
And then there's pictures of different cheeses and one's the moon.
Yeah.
And Mamma mia.
Well, that's going back to a Grand Day Out, right?
Yeah. It's great. Anyway, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Fowl. 112 reviews this time.
Okay, so obviously more widely reviewed. I'm going to say probably not 100% because there are some dicks out there and there's been 100 odd reviews. There's going to be one of them who's a knob. 94%.
That's very high, Rich. But you're wrong.
Okay.
100% again.
100% again.
No. How can you not give this 3 or stars above? That's the rule,
really glad. I'm really glad it is 100% again because that many critic reviews. I thought someone out there is going to try to be edgy and not give it.
There's always one dick.
Yeah.
Yep. Vengeance Most Foul is just as much fun and winks at revenge and melodramas. What a pleasure it is to report that a dynamic trio of claymation clowning have lost none of their minfulness magic whatsoever. Would the film have been more effective as a short? Maybe, but how can you turn down the chance to spend more time with these characters and beautifully rendered world? I mean, I don't think I like the full
It's short enough.
Film.
It's less than an hour and a half. It's fine.
Yes, it's perfect. Yeah. Popcorn meter. I really, really hate saying that.
Okay.
500 plus ratings. Not as many yet.
Yeah. So what's the last one? 92? 93?
The last one was 92.
Okay. I'm going to go something similar. I'm going to say 93 for this one.
You are correct. It's 93%. Well done. Amazing film, true to the classic Wallace and Gromit feel without feeling derivative of the wrong trousers. Grab some popcorn, some Wensleydale, and don't forget the crackers. I like that one. Someone's put Jack C. I hope this is not Jack Chambers because I'll come after him. 1.5. To say this movie is boring would be an extreme understatement. I couldn't stand the British accents. I watched this movie to go to bed. Dear Jack, go fuck yourself.
Harsh, but fair.
But fair. That's, yeah. Wonderful comfort food humour. The rubber glove chicken disguise never gets old. And the slow motion narrowboat chase was hilarious. Absolutely. There's a lot of good stuff here.
I just can't get over
many homages.
The hating the British accents. Well, don't watch a British movie then, you gibbon.
It is a very British movie, and I do wonder how that translates or travels across more to America.
There is a world outside of America.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, like, we exist. The world does not revolve around the United States.
But I'm sure a lot of the United States people and our brilliant listeners do understand how brilliant Wallace and Gromit is.
Of course.
Because it's fantastic. Did you like Shearsmith?
I did.
Turning up as
Norbot. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think I especially like the Norbot's kind of redemption at the end.
Lovely, nice and tidy. I've been saying that quite a lot.
Yeah, but you have. But Tiff's ready to kill you, isn't she?
Oh, because I'm an absolute joy to live with. I don't believe the people were saying. I think it's got rewatchability, which is a good thing. I think it stands by the other Wallace and Gromit films very nicely. I was so nervous about it going into it. But happy to report I'm happy. It's directed by someone. It was not directed by just Nick Park this time, who's a genius, but also someone called Merlin Crossingham.
Okay. Has he done Aardman stuff before? Yes,
he's the head of quite big cheese at Aardman now. But Merlin is quite a name.
He is a great name.
Imagine calling your kid Merlin. I mean, you know, I've seen worse names. So,
yeah,
sounds magical. Well, it is magical.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's been at Aardman for a long time. He did like Creature Comforts by the look of it. So, yeah. So that's good. Yeah, I mean, I definitely wasn't nervous going into it like you were, because for me, it was always going to be like Christmas Day niceness. You know, that's what Wallace and Gromit is for me. So yeah, I definitely wasn't nervous. I wasn't worried about it being bad or anything, because it would just be, you know, part of the Christmas Day fun.
Yeah. It does leave it open for the next one, for another one. Do you think they'll go straight into another Feathers McGraw, or do you think we won't see him for like another 30 years?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a while because these are hard to make. Like we've said, they take a long time to do. I guess it depends how the relationship between Aardman and Netflix is.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we'll see how that's gone. if it's been a smooth ride, then maybe we'll get another one relatively quickly. If it's been a bit of a rough ride, like it was with Paramount, did you say?
No, DreamWorks.
Then maybe we won't get one for a while.
Because after Wallace and Gromit, they released Flushed Away.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Which is okay.
And the
it's weird animation.
Yeah, and the Pirates one as well.
The Pirates one is great. It's truly didn't get the love and respect it should, because the jokes in that are very incredible.
Good. Yeah, but I think it's not actually claymation, is it? It's CGI made to look like claymation. Is that right?
No, Flushed Away was that. Yeah, it was weird. Right. I'm talking about Pirates was
was that claymation again, was it?
That's claymation. Okay. But Flushed Away was, why make them look like they're anime? They were trying something new, and I respect them for it, and didn't quite work. But yeah, the Pirates is great. Go check that out. And since then, all I think we've had is the Shaun the Sheep's, and then, some Creature Comforts and stuff like that. And when was the last Wallace and Gromit? When was Most Fowl? Not Most Fowl. I forgot about Chicken Run, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course, Chicken Run.
We did have Dawn of the Nugget last year, and I've completely forgotten about that movie already. Yeah, Matter of Loaf and Death was 2008.
Was it really? Blimey.
Yeah.
Because we've had Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon since then, haven't we?
Yep. And now the forgettable Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, which I remember watching, and we reviewed it when I was in Canada, and not really enjoying, being a bit disappointed by that one. So it was nice not to have that. I think that's why I was more nervous, to be honest. I think I would have been less nervous if Feathers McGraw didn't turn up in that teaser trailer. I thought, great, just another Wallace and Gromit. Can't wait for that. And then they drop Feathers in there, and you think, oh, fucking hell, there's stakes now. There's childhood memories. There's really, you could fuck up the wrong trousers. Again, luckily they didn't.
They did Early Man as well, didn't they? And The Missing Link. There's another one that George quite likes.
I don't think Missing Link is an Aardman.
Isn't it?
That is, that's the people who do Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh, right, okay.
But Early Man is, yes. Forgot about Early Man as well. We're bad at this.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, Early Man. I don't remember Early Man that much, if I'm honest.
I watched it. It's got some okay jokes in it, but it hasn't got that uniqueness of Wallace and Gromit. Would be the words I use. Wallace and Gromit is a special thing, and it's so funny. But those particular jokes and puns and the relationship between Wallace and Gromit, especially the genius of Gromit, how he doesn't say anything, but still you understand everything he's saying. Yeah, saying air quotes, and he's always he's always the hero of all of them.
Oh yeah, Wallace is useless, and Gromit is the one that kind of sorts everything out, right?
But he's still funny, is old Wallace.
Yeah, he's funny. He's the comic relief, isn't he?
Yes, and then there's Peter Kay, and he's still great as the police officer.
Oh, he's brilliant. Yeah, I think that's my favourite character. I think Peter Kay is my favourite. What
was Mukherjee, the new recruit? How long have you been working? She's like, since 9 a.m. this morning. Cracking. And there's a bike saddle jokes that keep coming back. That's good. And shall we rate it?
Yeah, okay. So are we saying it's a sequel to The Wrong Trousers?
We're saying it's a sequel to The Wrong Trousers. Okay. Because it is.
All right. I would say it's a pretty equal sequel.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm almost interested to see what you give it before I give it anything.
I don't think it's as good as The Wrong Trousers.
Okay.
I think Wrong Trousers is pretty much perfect.
Okay.
I enjoyed this one very much. Don't get me wrong. I loved it very much. But out of 7, I've been going back and forth quite a lot of is it a 6? Is it a 6.5? Is it a 5.5? I don't think I'll get bored rewatching it. I wasn't disappointed in it in any way. I had a cracking time. That's a Wallace thing there. I would say a 6 out of 7.
Yeah, that's what I was heading to. Yeah.
Which I'm really happy about. I don't think it's the perfect thing. It plays very nicely. There's no, like you said, there's no excess meat or whatever the term is.
No, not at all. No.
It's all very tight, and the jokes are all all there. It's just, I think The Wrong Trousers is pretty much perfect. So you can't, it's on a pedestal at this point.
So is it unequal for you then?
Yes, but not in a bad way. I don't want to say a negative one.
But 6 out of 7, equal sequel for me, unequal sequel for you.
Yes, but I really love it.
Only just.
And it brought my love back to film, because just before we watched this at Christmas Day, me and you went and watched Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
And I questioned films and life at that point.
I questioned doing this podcast anymore.
Yeah.
I can't sit through any more shitty sequels.
And then I was like, oh, at least the next sequel I get to watch, which was this on Christmas Day. Now it's taken a while to get to it, because annoyingly Sonic
I was going to say,
Mufasa were released beforehand.
I watched Mufasa and Sonic 3 between Craven and this. So
yeah,
they did not win me round on the sequel front. Sonic was fine. So, but, it wasn't enough to kind of make me go, oh, yeah, go on there. We'll do another year of sequels.
We're doing prequels and maybe remakes this year, just to really try and fit in some better films. And Rich also his New Year's resolution was to watch more films that aren't sequels.
Yes. Go to the cinema and watch more stuff that isn't sequels.
Not even just go to the cinema, just watch more films that aren't sequels.
Yeah. I have been doing that. I've been watching a few more films. So
yeah. So what are you saying? Are you saying a 6 as well?
I'm saying 6, and I'm saying equal sequel.
Okay. That's good. And that is a recommendation from both of us.
Yeah.
It is available on Netflix. So please watch it if you have Netflix. I think most people might have Netflix now. I'd love to know what people thought of it. Not just the British listeners, but the Americans, the Australians, wherever else in the world you are listening to this. Please try and reach out and just tell us if the humour translates to you, or are you a bit confused by some of it. It will mainly be the Peter Kay character, I think. But let us know, because I think it's great. Really good. I love watching it. Rich, can you let them know other things?
Absolutely. If you do, we've talked about other reviews we've done, like Craven and that sort of thing. If you want to go back and listen to that, then you can do that. And while you're there, hit the auto download button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll drop into your pod player of choice every single week. We have started talking about season 8. And I think we've got a recording booked in already, right?
Yep.
So season 8 preparations solidly underway. So you are going to want to hit that subscribe button to make sure that you get all of our interview episodes in season 8. In the meantime, while you're waiting for that and you're only getting one episode a week from us, maybe get yourself over to anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, where you can get a bit more of your unequal sequel fix. You can get Disenfranchised, Box Set Mentality, and you can get extra bits of all the interview episodes we've done. It's only $2.99 a month. It's an absolute bargain. Get yourself over there. Get yourself 3 more podcasts. Happy days. It's all good. And I think we've got the Power Rangers movie to do on Disenfranchised, right?
We do, yes.
The newest one, not the old one.
The 2017 version.
Yes, yeah, okay, good. Come over to Another Slice to listen to me lose my mind. So that'll be fun.
You may really like it.
Yeah, do you reckon?
No.
Okay. No, George once told me off when he was watching Power Rangers when I called them Flower Rangers. And he went,
that's rude.
Yeah. He's like, your jokes aren't funny, Daddy. I was like,
show them some respect.
He was only like 4 at the time.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm going to go cry in this corner. You just carry on.
So get yourself onto social media. Tell us what you thought of Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl, especially if you are from somewhere outside of the UK. Let us know if it lands as well for you as it does for us. But yeah, get on there. We're on all the social medias, even the bad one. We're still there, even though I'm trying to prize Dave away from it. I'm not there, but we are as a podcast. I never go on it. But yeah, we're on all of them. Unequal Sequel. Just type it in the search bar or at Unequal Sequel or whatever it is you do, and you'll find us. We're on all the things. Send us a message to let you know what you thought. Please go on Apple Podcasts and give us a review. 5 stars. It really does mean the world to us. It really does count. If you're thinking like, oh, I won't bother, loads of people do it. Please do it. Like, don't just think someone else will do it and it'd be fine. We really do need you to go on there and do the 5 stars, because the more we get, the more likely we are to become certified critics and Rotten Tomatoes, which will be a lifelong dream achieved for me. And also it helps other people find the podcast too. It's the absolute best way to get other people recommended to finding the podcast. So it really does help us out.
Because of algorithms.
Yeah. Algae
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God, let's not go back to that.
Every time someone says the word algorithm, I think of Don Cheadle in that terrible, terrible movie.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good one. It makes me angry, in fact. Okay. Next week, we are doing our big yearly roundup. We will be telling you, the listeners, mine and Rich's top 3. It's meant to be top 3, but normally it comes out as a top 5 best and worst. That because last year was not a good year for sequels, so that's pretty easy that year. And then we're also looking forward to the sequels coming out in 2025 and picking our most anticipated sequels and / prequels. So something to look forward to. So that's coming, and that's all I've got to say. Well done, Rich. It is a goodbye from me. Bye-bye. It is a goodbye from him.
Bye!
See you on the next one. Sequels to this one. Have a great week. Bye-bye. We can actually start looking forward to 2025 now, because of these sequels. My mind's still been in 2024. Happy New Year now, whatever it is. Yeah. It's all a bit confusing, but 2025 officially starts for me next week.